Hey everyone, I hope my video stays on. It seems like my internet's a little bit unstable. And I was just looking at the clock and I'm cracking up. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night and I'm getting on to do a Facebook Live that I just feel inspired to do when other people are probably out at dinner or just, having fun and doing that. But I wanted to share this because I feel it's an important topic. And I titled this That Highly Critical Inner Voice. But really, just to share sort of a personal thing here is right after Thanksgiving, a few things happened in a row that, I'm going to say it this way, opened me up to a level of anxiety that I have carried around with me my whole life that I really didn't realize was there. And it was funny, in March, I was driving out to Arizona with my daughter Bailey on her spring break, and I was telling her, I said, I just never would have considered myself an anxious person. I never would have said that about myself. And she was like, really, Mom? Like, really? And I think to other people around me, it was probably pretty obvious, but it wasn't to me. And what I realized is I was using busyness and the pursuit of so many things and this pushing energy and driving myself and just incessantly talking on the phone and just doing all these different things to avoid feeling anxiety. And as I've gotten in touch with it, it has been pretty epic. And there have been times since this has come into being for me where I've been like, oh my God, like I would rather have anything happen than feeling this. And why I wanted to share this very personal experience is I know for myself, I think many of us actually probably have a fair amount of anxiety. I think it's pretty hard to live in this world that we live in now and not have some semblance of experience with this. So I really wanted to share this because it's been such a journey for me, and I've shared it in my business and with clients and with groups that I'm leading now because I think it's an important issue. And there's a number of things. So I've used busyness to avoid it. Anger was another emotion that I was using to avoid it. And as I've gotten in touch with it, that highly critical voice is really the key behind anxiety. I love this it's somewhat of a humorous way to look at anxiety. They say it's the ability to jump to the worst possible conclusion in a single bound. And I'm like, oh my God. And why I wanted to share this is I would welcome hearing from anyone. And you can, obviously you may not want to do this publicly, but my email is Marti, my first name, Marti, Marti, at martimurphy.com. And I'm really doing so much more research about this. I've found different meditations and different programs, autogenic training and tapping has been huge. It's, my go-to tool. And combining those and combining them in a way that is really helping me work through this. And it's just been this incredible journey. Like I said, at times I was just like, I just don't even want to be feeling this. And to get in touch with, to get quiet enough in my life to realize, holy shit, I've carried around anxiety my whole life. And what I would say about it is, it's familiar. It's what I'm used to. It's what I grew up with as a kid in the household I grew up in the religion I grew up in. It was such an anxiety-producing stew pot. And again, I think I've just done pretty much everything I can think of to run from it. And now as I've been experiencing it, and at times I can tell you it's felt pretty horrendous. And I highly recommend if you check it out, Dan Harris, who's he's on ABC, he's a newsman, and he had a public panic attack in front of almost 6 million people back in 2004. And he was, meditation sucks. I'm sure he would have nothing to do with tapping at the time. And having had that happen, it set him on this pathway and this journey to uncover what's below it. And I think that can be true for many of us. And I just wanted to put this invitation out. So, because it's a passion of mine now to really incorporate this in the work that I do and help people with this journey through anxiety as well. And I just felt this inspiration tonight just to get on here and put this out there. So if you want to email me, especially if you want to keep it private, and just let me know your own experience. And it's like I said, it continues to be a journey for me. And I'm thankful that I have been so able now to find so much more relief from it. And now when I do have panic come up, I just feel so much more confident in my ability to move myself through it. It's still unpleasant. I still would prefer that it not be there, but I'm also learning in a bizarre way to embrace it and at times really just feel into it and experience the physical feelings behind it as well. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. And again, I think it's hilarious. It's, 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. I'm just going to do that. But it's that voice in our head too that just comes after us all the time, that just tells us we're not worthy or we're not good enough. And I think if we quiet down enough, sometimes we hear that and it's just like, oh my God. And it can run us, and it doesn't have to. And I know mine still runs my show probably more often than it doesn't. Tonight I started whirling down the drain actually earlier, and I was just like, okay. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there and share. And anyway, wish you all a really happy Saturday night or Sunday, wherever you are. And that's it. Take good care. Bye-bye.